Hey guys, what's going on? Just thought I'd do a quick update video on AlgoPro. So for you guys that have been following the channel, I've been doing a lot of testing on this service. It's $150 one-time fee, which is awesome. There'll be a link in the description below if you want to go and purchase it. So far, I highly recommend it. It's a very substantial program. If you've watched my other reviews, you'll see that that's the case. And so I actually just got asked by a friend in my Facebook group. Again, I'll leave a link to the Facebook group because I know a lot of you guys that watch the channel might not actually be in the Facebook group. I run a group that basically talks about stock alerts and stock alerts reviews, these types of algorithms, anything to do with making money in the markets. So I'll leave a link to that in the description below for you guys to check out as well. And so one of the guys in that group asked if the AlgoPro was able to predict the move up on Friday, because as you guys know, if you were following the market, basically the SPY was just horrendous all week and everybody was kind of getting disheartened. A lot of people were giving up and quitting. And then we had this amazing rally on Friday, just kind of out the blue, right? So it was quite surprising. And the cool thing is, this is version 1.2 of the AlgoPro, and if you've followed the other videos or you've read the full review, which is up here by the way, I'll leave it in the description below so you can go and check it out. It's an ongoing project. As I go through each part of this, I'm going to add to it. So it's just going to get more and more involved, more and more detailed, so that you guys can really get a feel for whether this is something that will work for you. There isn't actually a coupon code anymore, so I need to go and remove that. It's on discount, down to $150 for one-time fee for lifetime for this. So they're not doing any coupon codes, so please ignore that if you go here and think you're going to get the code there. It's so cheap though that it's not really anything to worry about. So basically, I'm looking at 1.2 here. This is my favorite version. It looks like every time they made a new version, they just kind of kept it in the scripts. So when you go to the scripts that you buy with that 150 bucks, you go to your invite scripts, you have all of these different versions of the program, along with bots and all sorts of interesting things that I've yet to get to. So the one that I've tested is version 1, and then of course I'm on version 1.2, if you saw that video the other day. So this that you're looking at right now is version 1.2. The main difference between 1.2 and version 1 is that they've added this take profit, entry and stop loss areas along with the signals, which makes it quite helpful if you just want to kind of have that guidance. Most people don't though. I don't know how useful that particular feature will be. Certainly it might help you hold things a bit longer, right, if you're looking for a line. Some people will just go for like a 10% win though, if you know, because most people are trading options these days on SPY. So it's definitely interesting. The buy signal here, so the question I had was, did it call this big move up? Because that's pretty important, right? It's a big move. And it sure did on the 5 minutes. So you can see this is the 5-minute time frame on SPY. This is version 1.2. You see the buy signal coming in right here. And these are 5-minute candles. You can see that the entry was marked at 423.47, and we just had this continual move up all day through these profit taking. And you can see we've actually stalled out around take profit number 3 at 429. So we got that move from 423 on SPY to 429.69. Not a huge move, although it does look pretty impressive if you look at the plot here. This is just straight up all day. I was really thankful because I made, you know, significant money from this move up. You know, a lot of my positions were down, and getting in on this and getting this big move up was really useful. The way I've got it here, it looks much slower and less impressive, but that's just so that you guys can see it. So basically, I can't recommend this AlgoPro enough. I think it's far better than Lux Algo, which I also love, but Lux Algo is something like $50 a month. Whereas you can get this for lifetime for $150, and you get a lot more with it. Now, more is not always better, right? So it could be that some of this stuff is junk. So far, I've looked at, like I said, I've looked at the version 1. It's great. It's really good, but it doesn't have these take profit and entry stop loss lines, which a lot of people might like. The other thing with this version of 1.2 is there are more customization parts available. So you can change your stop loss and take profits to be bigger or smaller depending on how aggressive you want to be with your trading. So it's a little bit more customizable, whereas the version 1 is kind of plug and play, so there's not much to do apart from just kind of go with it. There's some other settings in here. I haven't messed with them yet. I probably will, and I'll update the reviews as I go to see if it makes much difference. But as it is, it's pretty good. There's this little box here. I'm kind of ignoring it. I'll just show you it really quickly once again. I showed it in my last video, but thought I'll just show it really quick here. So table size, you can just put it to large. So it's actually sort of useful in that if we can get rid of this, you can see the current trend here is bullish. You can move this around to wherever it suits you best, but you get the different time frames. So if you're somebody who's day trading and you're doing it on different time frames, it could be useful to know that the 3, 5, and 15 and 30 minute are all bullish, but the 1 minute is bearish. So it helps you kind of keep track of all the different time frames at once. That's not the style of trading that I'm interested in anymore. I used to be, but now I'm much more a lot more laid back than I used to be with trading. I tend to swing trade and sell options and sell future options rather than sitting here like a crackhead and just trading away on all these different time frames. But anyway, I hope that answers the question that I got in the Facebook group. Again, I'll leave a link in the description below where you can go and purchase the AlgoPro, and also a link to the Facebook group as well. So if you guys want to come and check that out and be part of a community that talk about things like this, then that will be useful for you as well. Anyway, hopefully that answers your questions, and I'll talk to you guys soon.